Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. We back with some more pictures, you know what I'm saying? Movie pictures. And I like to do things a little bit differently when I make like a movie pitch. I don't want it to be exactly like the story, what I'm saying, that's been written. I want to change things, I want to tweak things, right? So I, Naruto, live action movie. My pitch meeting is actually gonna be a movie not about Naruto himself. Now, obviously it's gonna be about Naruto. He's the main guy, but it's actually going to be viewed from the perspective of Rock Lee. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be from the perspective of Rock Lee. So you get, Rock Lee's childhood and him growing up with Guy and idolizing him. And then he meets this kid, this knucklehead kid that's also like not viewed as amazing. And he actually looks down on him and he looks down on Sasuke. He like, you guys are not my level. And you kind of see how he gains more arrogance and becomes more confident. You see the breaking down of a kid, you know what I'm saying, who works harder than anybody. And it's kind of proofy. Motherfucker is the proof that hard work don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? He and Neji proved that Neji was correct. That motherfuckers are either born with shit or they're not. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter what you do. You ain't going nowhere. Because Naruto and Sasuke being the, Indra and fucking whatever, Asura and Indra, literally proved Neji correct, right? And as a result, that's kind of what I want to focus the story on. And I think it would need to be like a two-part or movie. You know what I'm saying? I think the first part is going to end tragically, and that's going to end with his legs being shattered by Gaara. That's how I'd like the first movie to end. So it's going to be up to the tuning exams. You know what I'm saying? And the movie isn't just going to end there. It's going to go on as he sees Sasuke do so much better than him against Gaara and actually dominate Gaara up until Gaara felt so threatened and petrified that he went straight to, he's one tail. And Naruto didn't have to pull up and do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna skip a lot of bits that people like. We're gonna skip the fight between Naruto and the One Tail. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna skip that shit. We're gonna just have the kind of end victory. We're gonna have we're gonna have Rock Lee just look broken and defeated. And this is where, in the second movie, it begins with him kind of training him like he's almost at the end of his rehab and he just worked his ass off. You know what I'm saying? So movie one, you got Rock Lee as a kid, right? Again, we don't really know motherfucker's dad. Like, he seems to have no parents, so we're gonna have to create a backstory from here because he doesn't really have one. So we're gonna say that he's an orphan child. You know what I'm saying? Maybe during the Nine Tail attack when Naruto was born, because he's around a year older than Naruto, 2 years old, around that region. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have him in that time. Maybe that's when he lost his parents. You know what I'm saying? He loses his parents at that moment in that Nine Tail attack. But he doesn't know this. He never learns about his parents. He doesn't really know anything. He just kind of he's just a kid that kind of lives on his own. Because that's people don't notice that like he just like Naruto. You know what I'm saying? In the terms of like, we ain't never meet his parents. He ain't never mentioned he has parents. Motherfucker's parent is Guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? We not sure if they're dead or if they're alive, but it seems like they gotta be dead or something because we meet everybody else's parents. You know what I'm saying? We know everybody else got parents. This motherfucker's the only one we know don't got parents. The same way we know that Konohamaru has no parents. You know what I'm saying? That's another motherfucker I love to make a movie on because I think minus Boruto really really fucking him over. I think his narrative in Naruto is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? He is again like a mini Naruto but completely different. And I'd focus my movie through the lenses of Rock Lee because he also is in close proximation with Neji. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's very, very relevant and important to what I would call the final movie. You know what I'm saying? When he loses Neji, you're gonna feel the impact that hell of a lot more than it did in the anime. I felt like the anime really undersold and underplayed that and did not do a good job at that at all. And I think that like underselling of him kind of undersold the ending for me as well. You know what I'm saying? I was really disappointed that that Neji just died off some motherfucking sticks, bro. Like some motherfucking sticks just stabbed that motherfucker. Like I was like, how? This guy has the Trigon 6 pound, whatever the fuck, Spinaroonie. Like he could block that shit and he just stood there and decided to block that shit with his face. Like I was on his chest. I was disappointed, so we're gonna give him a better finale. You know what I'm saying? So movie one again is, Lil Rock Lee, you know what I'm saying, loses his parents. We're gonna start it with the Nine Tail because I think you need that. You know what I'm saying? It's the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's the access moment, the moment that switches everything and changes everything for the Naruto narrative. You know what I'm saying? And then him just being a little baby crying. And maybe Guy doesn't even meet him then, you know what I'm saying? Maybe as an orphanage, and he's kind of causing a little bit of trouble, and he kind of showcases how like Naruto was so neglected as well. He kind of highlights both perspectives, and we can have them as kids run into each other here and there, have these little moments, you know what I'm saying? Naruto by himself, Rock Lee by himself, but different, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously Rock Lee gets with Neji and Ten, and that relationship form and that bond forms. And I think, you know, his view on life changes because Guy is like ultra positive, and then you have Neji who's like ultra negative. He's like, nah, things are how they are, and that's just it. I am better than you, and that's just how it is. And that's what drives, you know what I'm saying, Lee to learn the gates. And all the teachers look at him like, how you taught him that shit? You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna see that like the special bond between him and Guy really, you know, come alive. And I feel like they showed it a phenomenal job at the bond anyway. I feel like you feel the bond to the fucking core, you know what I'm saying? But I would give him much more love, you know what I'm saying? I'd give him, I think he deserved, he's a character. I think him and Neji deserved way more. Actually, Shikamaru too. Shikamaru was phenomenal anyway, but I feel like those three characters deserved so much more love than they got in the show, bro. I feel like these characters deserved more arcs. You know what I'm saying? They deserved more of their own stories told, especially Rock Lee and Neji. Like Rock Lee especially, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Rock Lee is what, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, I want to say a typical shonen character, but he's like a typical shonen character, except that doesn't succeed. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't, and I think it's important to have a character like that fails. You know what I'm saying? I think it's important because a lot of shows would somehow find a way to make that motherfucker succeed. But I like that Naruto chose to not do that, and I'll keep that part of the story, but I'll definitely emphasize key moments, I think, better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm a better writer than Kishimoto. I might be. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at the end of the day, I could say all that, but I ain't writing no story that's out. So you know, until it's out and it blows up like that and it's big enough, then I can say that shit. I can say, oh yeah, I think I'm a better story writer. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so influenced by the motherfucker that I don't think I can ever say that. You know what I'm saying? Realistically. But yeah, so I feel like it's crazy, like that, you know, Rock Lee didn't really get his flowers. So, you know, again, as a kid, he's gonna grow up, blah blah blah, you know, and a lot of it is gonna focus on his early years because we don't know too much about it. So I feel like I have more creative freedom, creative liberty to really choose his story. So I'm gonna have his parents be dead during the Nine Tails attack. I know that's probably like the easiest way to start it, but I think it's important because I think it creates like a bond between him and Naruto without it, you know what I'm saying, like without it really knowing, because that same day changed Naruto's life. That same day changed a lot of motherfuckers' lives. That same day changed the Uchiha clan's life as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's really interesting as well. I think it's just like have that, and you know, Rock Lee growing up, getting with Guy, and not getting with Guy, but like getting under Guy's wings. You know what I'm saying? And Guy maybe discovering him at like 6, 5. Or at a slightly later age, and that's probably why he never really developed ninjutsu and shit like that. And you know, and Guy wanting to help this kid because it reminded him of himself, and just like, yo, like I really, you know what I'm saying, I really vibrate with this kid. And then when he gets that team, he's like, you know, he almost fights to make sure that Lee's on his team. He didn't mind who else was there, but he fights, and you have that moment of him talking to the you know, the second Hokage, like, yo, bro, like I need this kid in my team. Like this is the kid that I want in my team. This kid needs to be my team. Da 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 da. And you get more of him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those two will kind of be the protagonists of this story. And then throughout it, you still see Naruto's growth. You see the key moments, like, yo, oh, did you hear us? Naruto and Sasuke did this, da da da. You like, damn, bro, they did that. Shit, these motherfuckers are coming up, but they ain't us though. They ain't us. And you see missions that they went on. We put them on harder level missions because they were higher ranked than Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura and them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we see it. You see those missions, and even like, you know, during the Pain arc, this could be the second movie. You know what I'm saying? During the Pain arc, like when they're not in town, when Team Guy is not in town, so, you know, obviously Pain wreaks havoc. Because if Team Guy was in town, I don't know, shit, Naruto might have not been needed. No cap, Naruto might not have been needed. Like, because Rock Lee, Neji, I don't know about Tenten. We love you, Tenten, but I don't know about no Tenten, bro. But that team strong as a motherfucker, bro. It would have supported hella, you know what I'm saying? It would have supported hella. Kakashi, I don't think would have been in as much trouble because the team Kakashi had, no offense to Chojin, and was weak as fuck, bro. So if you have Guy and fucking Kakashi, bro, I don't know, they might be able to take on Pain, bro. They probably lose. I know 8 gates, but I don't see Pain letting Guy get to 8 gates, to be honest with you. I think Pain would still win, but I think when Naruto arrives with the Sage Mode, I think that's enough to overpower Pain. Because then you have Kakashi, you have Pain, and so you have Kakashi, you have Guy, and you have Rock Lee, and you have Naruto, and you have Neji. Like, I think that's, you know what I'm saying, I think that's a way stronger force. I think it would change the whole narrative. So we see what mission they're on. We're gonna make sure it's a very important mission. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna fight some strong motherfucker somewhere. We maybe create a character, some beastly motherfucker, maybe connected to the Akatsuki some way. You know, we're gonna figure that shit out. But that's kind of like my rough, my rough pitch. You know what I'm saying? It would be a Naruto movie, it would be about Rock Lee. So it'd be really a Rock Lee movie. But I'm still gonna call it Naruto Rock Lee. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you can have then another movie like Naruto, another character. You know what I'm saying? And then tada, Rock Lee part 2. You know what I'm saying? You can like do so many things with it. I feel like the story is too long to have the full story in one movie. Unless the movie gonna be like 3 hours, and it's gonna be harder to connect with him. I feel like to have it end when he loses against like just shortly after he loses during the tuning exam, essentially, I think is pivotal. You know what I'm saying? To have it then end in the second one, when they come back and the city is destroyed, pivotal. And then at the end, the final movie, to have it end after Neji dies, you know what I'm saying, and the war is over and Naruto's the hero and he's fucking broken. I think that's it. That's important. That's pivotal. You know what I'm saying? And that's the trilogy. Like, it's just a sad end after sad end after sad end, because that's literally his story in the show, and I don't want to lose that essence of it. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? How would you make a Naruto movie, bro? Who would be the character you put as your chosen? We just have it, the typical Naruto movie. And the reason why I avoided that is because everybody that's watch that shit, like, it's true and true. There's certain things you love, there's certain things you hate, like fillers, da 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 da. But I wanted to make a movie from a different perspective, where you still see the climax of, oh, Sasuke left the village, ooh, this happened, ooh, that happened, ooh, this happened. You know what I'm saying? You still get all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's pivotal. That's important. And I think that it just creates a different perspective. I want it to be a human study. I don't want the movie to be just focused on actions. You get those action scenes, you know what I'm saying? Those epic fights between him and Gaara, the epic moment when he destroyed Sasuke, like he whooped him like easy. You know what I'm saying? The shock, you still get the fight between Sasuke and Gaara. You still get that when Neji loses and he's shocked, and you see all of that, and Guy's shock and almost disappointment. You know what I'm saying? That his kids all got fucking smoked. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I view it. But yeah, it's been your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. I'm going to try to be way more active. I'm on my lunch break right now, so I have a few hours, and I'm just going to try to make as many videos as possible. I'm going to try to do as many pictures as possible. But it's been your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. I'm out. Oh, leave your thoughts.